The defeat the other day, that there'd be no major inquest. Have you worked out why your team played the way they did now?
Yeah, well, of course, you analyze the games as you normally do, and I think it's been made a lot of it, of course, because it was top against bottom, but that's Premier League, and I think people show a lack of respect for Sheffield United as well because I think they've been unlucky this season, and this game they got what they have deserved so many times earlier. They've got players who can hurt you. They've got an organisation that's worked for them for years with Chris, and we disappointed, of course, setback. But when you don't hit your level in the Premier League against any opponent, you're asking for a tough game, and we got one, and unfortunately we just couldn't work it out during the 90 minutes.
Obviously, before that game, you were on a good run in the league. But in terms of a warning for your side, what sort of a warning was that result the other night, and what can that actually do moving forward? Can it be a benefit, maybe?
Well, you never want to lose a game to learn from it. You want to learn from the games you win, and we've been terrific. We've been consistent. But it is that kind of season that we didn't expect to go through unbeaten since the 1st of November. Of course we didn't. So, but we wanted to, and we still want to go start on a new run. And we've always bounced back after defeats before. This season we've done remarkably well after most of the defeats. There was one where we lost to Arsenal, and then we lost to Başakşehir just after. But apart from that, we've always bounced back with a good result and a good performance. So expect everyone to perform well, and then let's hope the result comes thereafter. You can never control the result.
Simon Stone.
Morning or afternoon, Ole. We're back in this sad situation again. Could you just give a club perspective and your perspective on the reaction to Axel and Anthony Martial after Wednesday's game?
It's just incredible that we have these scenes still, or this abuse in 2021. We've been campaigning for a long time now in the Premier League, and I think to be honest, I think it's working. But there are still some people that haven't got it, hide behind the social media, be anonymous, and it's unacceptable. And of course, it's disgusting. And the players and everyone, we've spoken to each other, of course, and they're fine, to put it that way. It's just. They're not Man United fans in my head anyway. When this happens, we're all standing behind every single one of our players.
How are they, and in particular Axel, who's such a young player just coming into the first team?
No, Axel is fine. I've spoken to him, and of course, he's not nice, but. He's a strong boy and a strong character. He's got good support from his family, and we're his family in the club, and so his teammates are his family. So it's something that you don't expect to see now, but you're not really surprised once in a while when it happens, because there's still, as we said, some people that you feel sorry for, because that's what you have to do for these individuals.
Simon Peach.
Hi, Ollie. Just continuing that theme just for a second, do you think more needs to be done to hold people to account? Because you wouldn't be able to say that to someone in the street or abuse someone like that, but at the moment you can get away with it on social media platforms.
I think the social media platforms needs to be looked at. If you can create anonymous accounts and you can abuse people, of course it's not right, and let's hope we'll work together with everyone to stop this nonsense.
Just looking at the squad now, Jesse Lingard's obviously on the verge of joining West Ham now. There's lots of talk about Marcos Rojo. I don't know if there's any update on Sergio Romero. I didn't know if there was any information you could give us on those situations.
No, likely that Jesse's loan deal with West Ham is going through. Likely that Marcos goes back to Argentina. A little bit of paperwork left to be done, I think. Sergio, I've not heard anything there apart from that he'll be with us the rest of his contract.
James Cooper.
In terms of bumps and bruises, Ollie, Bailly was a doubt. Anything to report?
He's travelling to Arsenal. Yeah. Apart from that, we didn't get any other losses on Sheffield United, and the points. The players are all fit and rearing to go.
In terms of the game, I mean, Arsenal against Manchester United is always a big game. You had a sticky patch you just talked about with the 2 defeats, but I think since then both teams have kind of bounced back impressively.
Yeah, I got to say they've been impressive lately. Turned it round. Definitely after the Chelsea game, there was loads of pressure on them, and since then they've really performed. They got results. We're going to bounce back. Always great games against Arsenal. Away from home, I've got a few good memories with myself. Of course, we went down there in the cup and did well, and there's been some Champions League games, and there's been some classic games between the two teams over the years, and hopefully we can put on a good performance and get a result.
Carlson.
Yes, hello Ole.
Hi.
So Arsenal now, and it's almost impossible not to ask you about your fellow Norwegian Martin Ødegaard. Do you see him as a good signing for Arsenal, and what kind of problems can he cause you tomorrow?
Yeah, Martin is a very talented young player, and we know from the national team that he can cause any team problems. So I just hope he's not finding his form on Saturday. Wish him all the best. He's a good boy, good attitude, right character. So I'm sure they've made a good signing there.
James Savundra.
Ollie, it looks likely that Jesse Lingard's loan spell with West Ham will be confirmed a bit later today. What are your hopes for him during his time there? And can you see him coming back into the fold after his time there and coming back into the first team setup?
We want Jesse to come back here revitalised and having shown at West Ham how good a player is, of course. He's just been unfortunate with a couple of issues, some periods that he had to stay away from us with the COVID and isolation and with the close contact. And he's just, the rest of the team has done well. We've had little to no injuries, and he's not forced his way into the team, unfortunately. I just want him to go there and enjoy himself, show how good a player he is, and come back as a Man United player through and through.
Last question is for Andy Mitten.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi.
Your team are the second top scorers in the league, but have conceded 27 goals in 20 matches. That's more than anyone in the top 11, down to Leeds in 12. Does that number concern you?
You're not happy with conceding goals, of course you're not. 6 of them in one game, that was a big reason behind this. Of course, I feel you're a Man United supporter. You'd rather win 3-2 than 1-0. So, of course, we're getting goals the one end, and sometimes you open up for the other end. But we've consistently been scoring more than conceding. But you'd rather win 3-0 than 3-2 as well. So we're working on the press high up. We defend as a team. I think we've got better and better over the year, and